Welcome, everybody. This is Inside the Booth. I am Dan Arena, and you have Tabitha over on that side. Whoop.
If you couldn't figure out which one was Tabitha.
And yeah, it's got to keep going. It's got to pass Seth. And then we got our special guest, Seth, from A New Hope Camper. And if you look at his stuff, he's got he's inside his New Hope camper right now. You see all those gadgets?
That's right.
That's so cool.
That's pretty cool.
So before we get started, I have to promote our whatever merchandising, where all the real money of the movie is made.
Right.
So we have neck gaiters or do-rags. If you saw last week's video, I wore it on my head. Tonight I'm not going to. It's a little too warm out.
You got to commit, Dan.
Yeah, I know, right?
Commit to the cause.
And then we got t-shirts. You can see all that. This is
I like that one.
This is the 5 category t-shirt, and that one's fun. We also got t-shirts with regular logos. We got mugs. And remember, it is www.insidetheboothtv.com. Help support us. That'll be great.
That's right.
We also have koozies. Everybody likes these things when you're going out.
It's summertime. Everybody needs.
Especially camping.
That's right. That's right.
I need some for camping.
Yeah, that's right. When you're camping, you need to get some.
Hand that over. Oh, wait.
Right, yeah. I'll try to hand it over here. Yeah. Can you get it?
Use the force.
Now, that would have been cool if you had one, and it would look like I did pass it to you.
We'll work on some practical effects here in the future.
Yeah, in the future.
That's right.
So we want to say hello to everybody who's watching. We got Nightmare X. XD. I think that's supposed to be like the smiley face, right?
Like the laughing. Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. I always see somebody saying McKieran. I see that in your posts a lot. Like, is that because that happens a lot in your streams?
Okay. Oh. Yes. He disappeared.
That's actually our special guest.
Yeah, our special guest just disappeared, everybody. Hopefully he goes off to the firehouse then, I guess.
We'll get him back. We just sent him for coffee and donuts. That's all.
Yeah, right. Oh, here he comes. No, that's
just tell.
Hello, Seth.
I just want to be on the other side. I want to be on the other side, so I had to back out. Just tell me, don't touch buttons, okay?
Yeah,
what does this button do?
This is my better side anyway.
Just touch those other buttons. No, that's Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike, okay. How you doing?
Okay, I just wondered. I'd seen it often, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, he's our best.
Number one fan,
yeah. Cool. Uncle Mike's our number one fan. We love him. He's a cool guy.
Good.
Yeah, so that's about it. Besides Seth pushing buttons over there.
Don't push the big red one.
I almost thought maybe that was the end of the show. I was like, okay, goodbye, everybody.
Right. We just want to introduce you, and then that's it. That's all you get.
Yeah, and that's it. So what's cool is I found Seth on a group page on Facebook called The Builders, whatever. I forget. What's the name of it?
Yes, Star Wars Room Builders.
Yeah, Room Builders. That's right. And then after that, it just that was the end of that. Everything just flew from there. His videos are really cool. You should go. Everybody should go subscribe to his channel in the description down below.
Please, because right now, here's my YouTube name.
Just click on it. Touchscreen, right? Just click on it.
Once I get 100 subscribers, I can change that. So
yeah, and he can change it to the New Hope camper.
Something
easier.
Something better than all this, right?
Right.
But I think you can search for New Hope camper on YouTube.
Yep, and
really
it actually
cool.
pops up quite fast. So that's good.
That's good.
I really love your cornhole boards with the pit of Sarlacc on there. Like
Sarlacc pit, yeah.
Oh,
that is
thanks.
genius. Like that's so cool.
I stole that when I started working on this camper. I was looking at other things. I completely stolen from the smuggler's room, so I smuggled it from the smuggler's room.
Sweet.
Seth, just copyright it as your own. Well, so what you should do to just make it your very own thing and very unique is that your bean bags that you toss in there, like you should make some with Boba Fett on it, maybe some with a couple of Jawas on it, so you're throwing them into the pit of Sarlacc.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
So you're part of the experience.
There you go. Some Jawas. That's so funny. That's a good idea. Good idea.
Just saying,
Hey,
I'll work on that.
So
can we sell it on here?
Yeah, we can sell it on here. We can on Inside the Booth, and as long as you give us like a 10% proceed or whatever,
That's what I was gonna say.
We'll take 10%. You get everything else.
That's right. Definitely.
Ideas aren't free anymore.
I know, right?
That's right.
That's right. So anyway, Seth, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know we're already kind of doing that, but tell us a little bit about yourself. I guess we'll start with, let's just tell us about you, I guess. You first, and then like how you became this YouTuber or how you started that. So go ahead.
Sure. Well, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. I mean, I've been everything from a school teacher to a forensic toxicologist to a preacher, and now I'm a paramedic. So, and a YouTuber. Good. So,
a real Renaissance man.
Something, or just like I said, trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up.
Nice.
But let's see. So I started with a camper last year actually because we love camping, and I just kind of found it because it was cheap. It was in horrible repair. If you check out the videos, it's the roof. Well, it had no roof basically, and that kind of stuff. And put about 3 months of work into it, and got on the road, and then realized it's a 1977 camper. I'm like, well, that's the year that New Hope came out. I'm like, that's got to be the theme to this camper. And the final answer, after using the force, is getting the approval from my wife, and she said, yeah, go for it. So she actually started the Facebook page, and then I think I did the 8 container challenge with Dave and all those guys, and then I'm like, well, shoot, this video YouTube stuff is it's kind of fun. I used to do this stuff in high school, actually in middle school. But you had to take like 2 beta recorders. The camera was about this big, and so I always had that passion for movie making.
Yeah, so, definitely. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of how it evolved. So, it's all kind of coming together. So now I'm kind of going through the camper again and upgrading things. So, that's kind of where it all kind of came together. So it's been a lot of fun. Like, I love building. I love, entertaining, and I love education. Obviously, I'm an educator. So, it all kind of coming together. So here we are. And I always loved Star Wars. Gosh, I remember seeing A New Hope in the theaters. Of course, I hadn't been born yet. That was 1977. But it was fun. And I just remember seeing the stormtroopers come in, and my little sister running out the theater. I'm like, this is awesome. So, I think I was kind of hooked on that. So
cool.
And now I'm raising my kids on Star Wars. So it's good stuff.
Hey Jay.
Good stuff.
So Drunk 3PO just says hi, Tabitha.
Yes,
she's famous here. We got a famous person on our channel, so
she's infamous, more than famous.
Yeah, that's right.
He is the handsomest man on the internet, so we've been told.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he has blessed my heart this evening. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. So Drunk 3PO has a YouTube channel too. He does more of talking about pop culture stuff and a lot of Star Wars stuff. So.
Cool.
anybody who's watching who's not a part of that, you can go check him out and see if you like his stuff. And
after our show, of course.
You like it. Yeah. Oh, of course. You don't do it now. Yeah. That's you do it after the show. That's right.
No offense, Jay.
That's right.
That's pretty cool. Like, so do you actually like use your camper when you go out and about, or is it just kind of like something that you just like to work on, kind of like tinkering as a hobby?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, like I said, that last year, I put about 3 months into it, and we've been camping ever since. So,
okay, I didn't know if it was like Star Wars ready. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, well, no, it's out there. I mean, it turns some heads. I mean, the tail lights, do all sorts of crazy stuff outside. So it's pretty fun. So we definitely camp. Or actually taking out again this weekend. So maybe I'll check you out on Sunday and say hi from there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's totally functional camper.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Complete with a carbonite chamber, or?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Is it even a Star Wars camper if you can't freeze somebody in carbonite?
Right.
Well, exactly. It might lead to the bathroom, but hey, it's similar.
It leads to the bathroom. Hey, well, isn't that here's the Mandalorian thing?
I'm going the wrong way. I can't figure this here. I can't figure this thing out backwards.
Enter at your own risk.
See, there he is.
Oh,
I told you right there. He is right there.
Nice.
And it really does actually lead to the bathroom.
Nice. Well, that's kind of like the first episode of the first season of The Mandalorian. The guy went down to the bottom going, "I'm gonna use the bathroom," or whatever he says, and then the Mandalorian just shoves him in the carbonite. I guess he didn't get to use the bathroom.
Or he did on his way in.
The rest of your life.
That's right. Next time the kids have to go, hey, kids, hold it, or you're going to be frozen in carbonite. Yeah.
Right. That's right.
That will work. That'll do it. Yeah. Whatever it takes.
Gotta do what you got to do on those long trips.
That's right.
There might be something to that. I've heard going to Australia takes a really long time. So just freeze you for a couple hours.
That's
right. That's right.
You wouldn't even know you went somewhere.
Yeah, you wouldn't even notice a thing.
That might be the way to travel. I like that.
I'm saying this is what I'm saying. You could just literally stack the passengers on top of each other to make room for more people.
That's so true. Hey, everybody.
We're coming up with ideas. Like, we've got it going on, guys.
That's right. That's right.
Write these down. I'm going to write these down.
Yeah, there you go. Stack everybody on top of each other. You won't even know if you're comfortable or not. You
won't have to buy snacks.
It doesn't matter.
Have to buy drinks.
Yeah, that's right.
The sanitation department wouldn't really have to be there very often. I mean, it's just I think genius. You watch, the way that the world is going, and we've literally seen technology advance from science fiction films of the 60s and the 70s. I'm just saying, I'm not a crazy conspiracy theorist or whatever, but I'm just saying, don't count it out. I'm just saying.
Right.
Don't count it out.
You never know what could happen.
That's right.
Flip phones, touch screen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Holographic images that you can control with your fingers. Like,
I'm still wondering why she had to put that disclaimer in the first there, huh?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There's a disclaimer.
I'm no conspiracy theorist.
Well, only on Thursdays. Today happens to be Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
We're good. What kind of show is this now?
Yeah.
You'll find out, or will you? Cue the X-Files music.
That's right.
So how'd you get started on your journey of doing this? I mean, like, how did you come up with the idea? And then like with YouTube, what made you start your first video wanting to build stuff? And then what made you like it so much that you kept going?
Right. Well, it started with the just renovating a camper. And actually, my daughter is a full-time RVer. And so we that's a prequel. If you check out the channel, there's a prequel. That's her old travel trailer that we redid. And then we did this one, and I think just checking at all the trying to get ideas about Star Wars room building and stuff like that, because I have yet to find a Star Wars travel trailer or camper or anything like that. So
right,
and that's how I've kind of melded with the room builders. And so watching those guys, and then they put out that the egg container, or the Frog Lady egg container challenge. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I'd love to do a video and do that prop build. And that's kind of how that all kind of came together. I'm like, this, YouTube is kind of fun. Like I said, I used to love to do movies in high school. Everyone thought I was kind of going to go into movies, and my sister actually was the one that went to NYU. So
nice.
I don't know how that happened. But so I mean, like I said, I love making videos and that kind of stuff, and it's kind of addicting in a weird way, looking and kind of seeing. And
oh yeah,
I love being creative. I've loved art, and I think doing this this camper has been just kind of a way to find that outlet for my artwork, I guess. And it's like functional artwork, so it's even cooler, because I used to take art classes in middle school and that kind of stuff. And then life happens, and you just you work 9 to 5, or actually as medic I work whatever hours, but so you just work. And so this is kind of like an outlet for me. So I'm like, my wife said, where you been? I'm like, I've been working on the camper out here, either painting it, or whatever else. So it's I'm not gonna say it's therapeutic, but it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, and that creative outlet.
Yeah.
So I love watching what these other guys. It's a whole community, like you said. Us meeting each other through that. It's a community. They really kind of build each other up and encourage each other. So it's been kind of neat. It's a bunch of old guys, well, not old, but I'm old, but other
middle-aged guys, us middle-aged people.
That's right. We're passionate of Star Wars, and working. So it's pretty neat.
Tabitha's like 20 or something over there, but
Thank you. I'm glad you think that. I'm really glad you think that.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Definitely.
It's neat, because it's like your imagination. You get to almost like live in your imagination. You've made it yourself, and you do. It's like you're surrounded by all these Star Wars things, and obviously you're a big fan. So that's just really, really cool.
Dribbles, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to have like a Stargate portal over my bedroom door. Like, that would just be so cool. So it's like, okay, just go into another world when I leave my house.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, this has been a challenge for sure, because it's it has to be functional, right? I mean, like from the crash couch, it'll sleep somebody, so it's got to be comfortable. It's got to be lightweight, because I can't be overweight when I'm rolling down the road, or something's gonna
you flip malfunction.
Your thing. That's right. So is that an extra challenge? But I really liked it.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I did notice.
I think it really. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I just literally took a drink, and then Dan took a drink, and then Seth took a drink. I'm like, okay, give it us a couple of minutes.
You made me thirsty,
we're gonna have a nice wave trend going, right?
That's right. You made me thirsty.
I'm an influencer now.
Freeze me carbonite.
Yeah, right. Gotta stay hydrated for carbonite.
Redefining video influencers, great.
That's right.
That's fine.
But it's just fun watching people's responses. Because they'll come over. I've got this little R2BQ, which is my my portable smoker that I built. And you're like, what is that thing? It looks like R2D2. I'm like, yeah, it's a smoker. So it's been fun just to do, take these ordinary things and turn them into something kind of cool and different and functional. So
yeah,
pretty fun.
That's definitely fun. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of I don't know how you feel about the sequels, but a lot of the guys in the room build they're not too negative about the whole sequel thing. My feelings on it are, they waver back and forth. There's some cool things, but in a whole, it's not for me.
We have a video on that.
Yeah, we do actually. We have a Rumble review on that too.
Go tell your friends.
That's the video. Yeah, tell your friends. Go watch it.
But not right now.
Yeah.
Not
not yet. Wait till this one's over, then you go watch it.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I was of course passionate about the trilogy because that's what I grew up with, and I'm still amazed, with what they did with what little they have, kind of like this camper.
Yes.
I mean, it's all low budget, So, but now having kids and it's like this is their Star Wars, so it's kind of cool. So I've learned to appreciate it, you might say. So
That's cool.
The originals
and I enjoyed the
everybody's
Mandalorian.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. There you
I would
go.
say yes to that. Agreed, Tabitha. Agreed.
Can I get an amen?
Hallelujah. Yeah. And a lot of people like the prequels, right? Except for, I mean, I kind of liked Jar Jar Binks, but I know a lot of people didn't.
I did.
Just,
I mean, I was about, I think I was 9. When the movie came out in 1999, was it?
Yes.
Yes. So I was 9 when it came out. And just as
you're only 20, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta figure out how old I was.
I don't know math.
It was a fun film, and also because there was a kid in it, and it was adventuresome, and it had these quirky characters. Like, I liked Jar Jar, and then you grow up, and everybody in the community is just like, oh, he's this horrible, annoying person. I'm like, oh, okay. I liked him. Like, I liked the Phantom Menace, but that was before I knew more about the Star Wars lore. Like, I literally just watched it because it was a cool show or movie, like I didn't know.
It's fun.
I mean, I had seen the originals, but I still was too young to really comprehend what I was watching, even though I liked it. And so I didn't understand the whole argument of like midichlorian counts and the whole debacle with that and stuff like that. Oh, I see someone said, hey, hello.
Force of Light Entertainment says hello, Tabitha.
Lovely
Tabitha,
ladies.
everybody's saying hi to you. You might as well just talk to everybody up on here instead of,
well,
the show. Everybody, Tabitha, everybody.
Inside the booth with Tabitha. I do what I can, man. I don't know. but I did. To make a long story short, I thought it was a good story,
Right. Exactly. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So, Seth, what is your favorite movie of Star Wars? What's your favorite? We'll do Star Wars first. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Which one's it's got to be A New Hope. I mean, A New Hope. I mean, that's what the camper's named after. I mean, even the license plate's A New Hope. And like I said, that's what brought me into Star Wars. Seeing that in the theater. So, yeah, New Hope, hands down.
Right. New Hope for you. Hello. Roland.
See him on Twitter too.
Nice. And Force of Light Entertainment said hello to Dan and Seth too.
Okay, Michelle and Natalie, you don't have to do any pity greetings. They'll get over it.
That's right.
This is supposed to be Man Flicks month, right? So that'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
They hurt my feelings.
That's great. Okay, so then after Star Wars, what is your favorite all-time movie? Period.
Oh gosh, that is a hard one. Geez, I don't know. Are there other movies besides Star Wars ones out there?
Exactly.
Actually, you know what?
Dang, I thought maybe you knew more.
Gladiator, because that's what we're talking about.
Gladiator,
That's what we're going to talk about. Some Gladiator.
So to date myself again, it's probably Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze, I think. And I don't know why I've always liked that movie. I can't tell you why. Just because I used to love all the Steven Seagal movies and stuff like that, but I think the Roadhouse was pretty tight. Oh yeah. Well, his first one. Now he went off the chain or off the wall or off a cliff or something after a while. I mean, he put on all that weight. I'm like, how are you flipping people when you weigh 3 times what you used to weigh there? But I used to like the Seagal. I mean, my friends and I.
Just my opinion.
Yeah, but he could do martial arts, and all my friends and I, we made these movies, and we always put, like, for school, we'd always put the karate stuff in there, we all took martial arts. And
his best film was Executive Decision. He was iconic in that film.
That's because he died in the first 3 minutes.
I like how they literally labeled it as a Steven Seagal movie.
Did they?
And, like you said, yeah, I saw that one time, Steven Seagal, and it was like, yeah, but is it though? No, it's not.
Yeah, right. Isn't
that or what?
I mean, it was great that he was in it, but Kurt Russell was the main.
Kurt Russell was
and
the
Halle
main
Berry.
One, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
and Halle Berry. And of course the other characters. But yeah, they were like the two more prominent. Oh, and then the guy who played as the bad guy, he's an iconic actor as well. The guy who plays as Hercule Poirot, I don't remember his name. But anyway, yes. It was not a Steven Seagal film, to be sure. No matter what the media, this was probably the beginning of when the media started telling lies to you about films.
Yes.
Just trying to sell you on what was.
They lied? Are you sure about that?
I mean, like, technically he was in the film, but then he, like, gone.
Yeah, he was.
It was a great film, though. It was a great film, though.
Well, that's why it was a great film. And Seth's like, man, this guy's my favorite actor. You're messing with me, man.
I didn't think he was a terrible actor. I just
hurt my feelings again.
So I guess we covered basically all the questions that I had. What about you, Tabitha? Did you have anything else you wanted to ask about his YouTube channel or his builds or?
Okay. You did not tell me you had to have questions prepared, Dan.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just wondering if there's anything in your head. If not, we can keep moving on.
If it's empty.
You're not blonde, right? That's not dyed, is it?
Excuse me. I'm just saying, you know me, Dan. I like to have my list. I like to have my notes. I'm like, okay.
I know. Put you on your toes,
It's a very important question here on Inside the Booth. What is your favorite color?
Red.
Red, right? It's not.
Right,
it's not. Yeah. It's not blue.
It's not yellow.
Not today.
Okay. What is the capital of Assyria?
Assyria?
Assyria, yes.
Or Syria.
Assyria.
Or Syria.
These questions are really meant to lead up, like, do you enjoy Monty Python films?
There you go.
That's where I thought we were going. I mean, what's the...
I guess, what is the
velocity of a...
unladen swallow? The airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow. That's the real question.
African or European?
Oh, well, I don't know
is
that.
African or European?
When I had my interview, we kind of had questions like this. So I thought, just might as well be part of the initiation or whatever.
There you go.
It totally throws everybody off because you're expecting like these deep, meaningful questions. Be like, what's your favorite color? And you say it's like, well, it's blue.
I did answer that one.
Wrong.
All right, so let's hit up Mandalorian real quick, since everybody likes that, right?
Yeah.
So what is it?
Yeah.
Hashtag
when,
we love
maybe you're to eat those frog eggs.
Right. Yes, you can get your very own "We Love Cara Dune" T-shirt on Etsy.
That's right, Dreaming Tabitha.
That's right.
Yeah,
you got to pay the bills.
You got to start with you got to start with when Grogu eats the egg. That's when everyone's favorite part, right?
That is everyone's favorite part. I thought it was hilarious.
When he did what? Sorry, I missed it.
Ate the eggs, the little eggs inside the little.
Oh, that wasn't my favorite part, but okay.
No, you see everybody divide, and either everyone hates it and hates him because he's this evil thing, or I just find it entertaining.
So evil. Why are they?
It was funny though.
Vicious. That was funny.
That's right.
My favorite part is when he's going to
I don't know.
push the buttons, and Mando's like, "Don't touch that." And it's just because it's a pure reflection of my childhood, me literally staring at my mom and going. And pushing the button.
Well, apparently I still touch the buttons.
Yeah, right. takes a little knob.
What can I say?
Yeah. So obviously he's a very lovable character.
So, that's right. So we believe Mandalorian. The question would be, do you believe Mandalorian is a man film or flick or TV show or whatever? I don't know how you'd say that because it is a TV show. Is it like a man's flick? It's a man's man thing.
Well, it's not like Roadhouse. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that's for sure.
but there's no love story in it, so I guess it is a man's movie. Maybe
there is a love story. It's just not a romantic love story. That's all. You got to clarify. I'm just saying.
You're right.
I guess
that's
you're
true.
right. It's like a bromance.
Love comes in many forms. I mean, between his affection for Grogu and then that moment when Mando was possibly going to die and Cara Dune was like, I'm not going to leave you. I mean, platonic love is still love.
Yes.
True.
Just throwing that out there. I mean, again, I'm the only female in the group tonight. We're talking about bro films. I'm like, all right.
Right. I mean,
I'll tell you what I'm impressed with.
Yeah,
is how everyone goes, this is the way. I mean, how do people come up with that kind of stuff? This is the way. Everyone knows what that is from now.
You know what it means, yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's
everybody
crazy.
uses it almost in everyday life. Just
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, but
so I'm working on mine.
Okay.
I'm working on mine.
Okay. Well, when I say everyday life, I mean like when you're having conversations with people, and you're, especially if they're like-minded, and you're just kind of like, man, I don't know, that was a wicked game of Scrabble. We should do this every day. This is the way. Like, I don't know, hypothetically speaking.
I think that was a bad example.
I probably was. I couldn't think of it. But I just like literally in my walkabout in life, like I've done that, and maybe not playing Scrabble, but we'll just be like, I'll be like, this is the way, and somebody else will be like, this is the way. I've even done it in church. Like, what's embarrassing? Small pause here.
That he is the way.
That's right. He is the way. What's really embarrassing is lately when my pastor asks if anybody has like a burden on their heart they want the church to pray for, and people will raise their hands. I have come to doing this lately. Like, I will literally raise my hand and just. And I'm like, I don't even like really realize I'm doing it anymore too, like that often. I'm like, why does my hand just naturally do the Vulcan symbol? Yes, pray for me for so many reasons. Anyway, sorry.
They're gonna freeze me in carbonite. Help!
Right.
They probably think I'm, a lot of church people don't know Star Wars. They're probably just thinking like, is she in a gang or what? What is that? Anyway, this is the way.
The gang.
The Star Trek gang.
That's right. Next gen. Star Trek Next Gen.
Oh boy.
But what for you constitutes like makes this like what makes you think it's a man's show, or like I'm just curious.
The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian, yeah. I both. I mean, I don't know. Just thought I'd ask the question.
Oh, okay.
Like, I guess
Seth, you go first. You go first. I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah. What makes it a man's show?
I think it's got campfires. Oh yeah,
it does.
It's got the campfires. Everybody, come on!
And weapons.
It's got weapons. It's got the pew pew pew. It's got a Western feel to it. That's why that's where I get the feel of a man's show, is because it reminds me of a little bit of the good, the bad, and the ugly. That Western feel.
It definitely has a Western feel,
yeah,
which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like,
it is cool. I think that's why I was drawn to watching it all the time, because of that Western feel.
It's very different for sure, which is refreshing.
It was refreshing.
Well, it is called the Mandalorian.
Man, that's right.
Mandalorian.
He's a man. He's not a he, she, or a she, he.
The Mandalorian. Right? Yeah. That'll be the next season, the Mandalorian, and we follow the forger's journey through. Oh, but then there you go. You've got a woman being, that iconic blacksmith role that's typically masculine. So it's kind of blend, works.
Yeah, it blends in. That's cool.
Not that just Seth, we don't know each other. Not that I really care. I'm not one of those people where I'm like, yeah, representation. Just throwing it out there.
Because I was worried when you started about being a conspiracy person.
No, I just like to throw out things and watch what people do.
That's the fun of it.
like Vulcan signs.
That's right.
That's right.
In church.
Pray for me.
It's not like handed on you.
Gosh, man.
So what's your thoughts there, Dan, on the Mandalorian? The campfires, right?
Yeah, campfires, the guns, the Western feel. That's about it.
Nobody's ever heard of like Annie Oakley. Is she a man?
What?
Who is this? What are we talking about?
Well, because you're like it's. I feel like it's manly because it's a Western. It's got guns and campfires, and I'm like, okay. So does that make Annie Oakley a man, like in the Old West? Because it's like so Western makes it a man.
I don't know.
She's the exception. She's the exception. How many other cow women are there?
Yeah. She's a cowgirl, right? There you go. So
that's right.
It was just funny. By that logic, I'm like, okay, so if it's a Western, it can't be a chick flick.
It's not a chick flick if there's a Western out there.
Right. Let me write that down. I'm sure.
That's right. Now it can take place in like the late 1800s, early 1900s. But if it doesn't say Western or on the movie, then it's
or John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne.
John Wayne? That's a terrible cowboy name.
Yeah. That's a good movie, actually.
That's a good movie.
Shanghai Nights.
Oh, the first one was Shanghai Noon.
Is it Shanghai Noon? I don't remember.
It was.
I watched them
well,
both.
It's a guy movie, so you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just a guy.
Guy movie would
that's what it is. I'm the guy who doesn't understand because I'm a guy.
That's right. You'll never understand.
So, Seth, you also were a pastor, is that correct?
That is true, yes.
Oh, cool. So, since Father's Day was like, a few weeks ago, that's cool. What makes a man, in your opinion? I know I'm going off subject,
wow.
But,
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's a yeah. I think courage and integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Courage and integrity be the first two things I pick up or throw out there.
Cool. Definitely.
Nobody's gonna ask my opinion.
Tabitha, what makes a man a man?
Well,
his sensitive side.
No. Oh,
no, I think it's okay to be. I think it's okay to have a sensitive side as a man. I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I'm not necessarily opposed to that. It's just that obviously, it's not. It depends on it's one of those things. Like you have a stereotype for anything, and so when you say a sensitive man, like I've known guys that were sensitive, but they were not less masculine because of this. Like they were more intuitive of people's feelings. And so they were more respectful, maybe in their conversation and aware of how they needed to present themselves. But they were absolutely 100% dude. Right. They were not effeminate or anything like that. So, I mean, anyway.
Sweet.
Yeah. Hey, to do that song, is it Brad Paisley, I'm Still a Guy? He talks about all this. I don't know if y'all listen to country music and all or not, but
I'm not.
That song was pretty funny.
Unless it's Dolly Parton,
Check it out.
She's not a man.
I think I only know Johnny
I'm
Cash.
just saying country music.
Country music. That's the only country music I've ever listened to in my life is Johnny Cash.
Oh, I will listen to
That's
Patsy Cline if she's on, but it's not something I search YouTube for. So.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Music is interesting. That's for sure.
It is.
It is.
Definitely. We got Nicole Potter realizing that your sister is always right.
That is my sister. Yep.
That's what makes a man.
That's what makes a man a man.
That's what makes a man a
man. Love it.
Yep.
And before that, my mom says hi.
Ah, hello.
Hi, Mom. Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, so cool. And then what did we think about Gladiator? Has anyone watched it lately? Is that a man's movie? There is some romance in there.
There is.
We go from one extreme to the other. Like, it's a man's movie because it's a Western. Now we're like, it's a man's movie because there's romance in it. I'm like, there's no pleasing you people.
No, I'm just saying.
Like,
I was just saying,
if I want to sit down and watch Ever After, it's like boring.
It could be a chick flick, but not really. There's a lot of blood in it.
There is a lot of blood.
I think it was cool how they filmed it. I'm just going to talk about how they filmed the movie. Because I saw a lot of the behind the scenes, and that and Braveheart is what got me liking movies and wanting to make them. I'm kind of like you a little bit, Seth. You know, you like making movies and stuff. I was that way too when I was younger, always making movies with a big VHS camera, and you know. And then all of a sudden, what was it, 2006 hits, and YouTube is popular, and I'm like, oh, how do I use this YouTube? I thought I could be, I thought I could get big off of YouTube, but I didn't know how to use the thing, Right. But here we are now, 20 years later. No, I don't know. It feels like 20 years later.
Been that long?
Has it been that long? Almost.
Oh, my goodness.
And then Tabitha's so young over there. Jeez.
Hey, I remember the days before people, use the internet as entertainment. Like, okay, I remember when children went outside and sniffed the fresh air, rolled in the grass, and beat each other up for funsies. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep. But you're talking about that Gladiator. What I love is just the cinematography of it. That's something I've been really starting to look at, like lighting and that kind of stuff. And they had some really good, I guess you call it B-roll or whatever else. That is really powerful stuff. When you start to really look for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I really liked about that movie.
Right.
Music was good too.
Yeah, talking about campfires. In the beginning of that movie, when they put the forest on fire, they actually put that forest on fire. Did you know that?
The ultimate man's movie because they set the trees on fire.
That's right.
It wasn't just a campfire.
It wasn't a campfire. We set the forest on fire. And then Smokey appeared. Did you know that Smokey the Bear makes a cameo appearance in that film?
Oh, does he? Right. He must be the one running around in circles. Going, no, not me.
You were supposed to save us.
That's right. Prevent the fire.
No, but it was cool because I guess Ridley Scott was looking for a place to film, the fire part. And I guess a farmer was like, "Yeah, we're actually gonna burn this forest down tomorrow or something. You wanna do it?"
Hey,
he was like,
"Opportunities don't come like that very often. You might as well jump on it."
No,
that's right.
Don't.
He jumped on that thing, put everybody dressed up, arrows flaming all over those trees. That was pretty cool. Yeah,
that is that's amazing right there.
Yeah, it is. And you would think, like today they only use, computer graphics. What's the best fire we can make in the computer, And that's what they set on fire. It's nothing.
Yeah. I know. Back in the day when we made films, we actually had to use real fire. I mean,
yeah, I know they use practical effects. I like practical better, and that kind of brings into Mandalorian too. They also did practical effects too, so which was cool.
Which made it, you could really feel like it felt very much like old world Star Wars to me. Like that's one reason I liked The Mandalorian, because it brought back, really brought back a lot of George Lucas magic with practical effects. And I don't know if you guys ever saw like the behind the scenes now, that's new technology that they have of replacing green screen, and how it was basically the LED kind of theater, the way they rounded out. So that way the clouds and the mountains reflected off of the armor instead of having to go in and change that in post-production. I'm like, that is diggity.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you really think it's like, it's almost like it is a real world because they're filming it while the actors are moving, but it's not, like that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It's definitely it's very interesting when you watch them, like the behind the scenes on that. If you have Disney Plus, they got all that there.
Yeah.
If you didn't cancel your Disney Plus.
Yeah, if you didn't cancel it because you hated what they did to Cara Dune. Gina Carano.
That's right.
That's right. Hashtag we love Gina Carano, everybody.
Wait, let me get my piece of paper like what Seth has and just hold that.
Hold it up.
Hold on my hashtags.
Here's my hashtag.
I'm going old school
right.
now.
Can't be as bad as my YouTube name.
I can't http://www.# we love card.
Yeah, that's much better. Much better.
Hey, look, Whitey's showed up. He says, "Darn, he's late." Whitey from Wicked
Better
Workshop.
late than never.
Yeah, better late than never. And then he says, "We."
Right, busy eating them prawn games.
That's right.
Oh, Amber put
What's
a
up,
Smokey
Dave?
the Bear with a flame on there just to remind us that we need to prevent forest fires.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Or we can, when I was a kid, I always thought prevent was the other word, like
Start.
Yeah, basically like start.
Only you can start forest fires.
I'm preventing forest fires. with a lighter.
Smokey told me to. It's on the bear's fault.
Yeah, it's the bear's fault, not mine.
Right. After years of digging into Smokey the Bear's Twitter, we discover that he was the one smoking in the forest.
Right, that's right.
There's a reason they call him Smokey the Bear. That's right. You know it.
And it wasn't just cigarettes, everybody.
I searched his laptop.
Oh, man. I had a thing here. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, here it is. Look.
No,
here's my campfire.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. Practical effects.
Yeah, that's right. Practical effects, everybody. That's what we love.
That's right. I wish I was outside with a campfire right now.
Right, yeah.
What does that mean, left-handers? Is that a
Whitey,
slur?
what does that mean, left-handers?
Yeah. Excuse me, I need some clarification on this. Like, is this a derogatory comment?
This is
as a left-handed person myself. I gotta know. I gotta represent. I gotta stand up for my people.
Oh, Dave's a left-hander.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dave Whitey. We call him Whitey or Dave.
Okay.
Whitey's Wicked Workshop. Go check it out, Tabitha. His stuff is cool. We interviewed him in the beginning of the month.
I'm sorry, I have not had time to catch up with everything.
Yep. I have to say, he is the wind beneath my wings.
That's
he's the one that started that. He started that for all Gladiator challenge thing. So that's where
he is your Bette Midler.
That's why I started.
That's right. He said left-handers. I guess weed. I don't know, Mary Jane and Dave. I don't know where he's going with all this.
I was going to say we have taken a turn somewhere.
Yes.
Campfires. Campfires.
Boys.
We like.
I don't know. We just have s'mores. We just do s'mores around the campfire. That's all we do.
There you go. I cook hot dogs.
I just.
That's fun to do. You just watch it.
I kind of like fire.
Oh,
Not really. I just kind of like to watch the way it dances.
Nice.
I know. I'm sorry. I may have set a couple of things on fire in my time. You know, that's what a left-hander is. A weed.
A weed? Or
I'm sorry. I'm
Mary Jane?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know. I'm sorry, sir.
Or a Smokey the Bear. Maybe he's saying Smokey the Bear.
Oh,
Smoking the Mary Jane. I don't know.
Oh, I'd see my mother has jumped on here to confirm that I used to set things on fire.
Yes, she did.
So we've gone from a conspiracy theory to pyro to...
What's going on?
We're interviewing Seth here. We're looking into his past.
Yeah. We're looking at his past. Now you were saying.
That's right. What's that called?
Oh, by the way, since Dan usually wears something for the features that's kind of like in the film or whatever that we're doing, like last time you wore like a fedora? No, the time before you were wearing like a fedora. Another time you were wearing like you had like your baby Grogu things. Since we were doing, I wore my Cara Dune shirt for the Mandalorian, but I was like, what am I gonna do for the Gladiator? I wanted something cool, so I like started turning on my house, and I'm like, oh, I have a clay pot, so here we go.
There you go. Is that why you're drinking out of that? That's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I
got this in Germany, so Roman influence, all that,
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. Good deal. You know what I need to get? I need to get a feather pen because I have all these little. You're talking about clay stuff. Yeah, I have all these little thingies, but I don't have a pen for it. The feather pen.
You could literally just use a feather and cut the top off, like cut it at an angle. That's what I do.
That's fine, but that means I need to still buy the ink.
Yes, but it has nothing to do with the quill.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be snarky there. Just like you can buy ink separately. Speaking again from experience, I tried my hand at calligraphy, so it's like one thing does not have to do with the other.
Yes. Hey, Whitey says, why do left-handers drink with the right hand? Ooh.
Because we live in a right-handed dominated society that forces us to conform.
That sounds a conspiracy to me.
Now there's a conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. It's a truth. It is a fact. It is a fact.
She found it on the internet.
Yeah, right. She saw
I'm going to use that, but it's right.
Well, I don't think I've ever told anybody they had to use their right hand for anything.
It's systemic.
I actually encourage my kids to use both hands so that when one breaks, they got the other hand to use.
That's right.
Well, that's true. I mean, I taught myself how to write with both hands because that was for some reason always my mindset. I'm like, what happens if I break my left hand? I won't be able to draw. So I can use both hands really well, but like I cannot use scissors with my right hand to save my life. I can't do it. With my left hand. Excuse me, with my left hand to save my life. But I'm strictly a left-handed person.
Well, that's because scissors are made for right-handed people. But
yes, that's what I'm saying.
If you do it upside down with your left hand, it will work. Have you ever tried it upside down?
It is not comfortable. Have you ever tried to squeeze all 4 fingers inside that tiny hole?
It doesn't work. But I'm just saying it works if you do it upside down.
I'm just saying the world is made for right-handed people. That's all I'm saying.
Well, they do have left-handed scissors. You can always buy some.
Yes, but you have to buy them at the specialty shop.
No, you don't. Walmart's got both right-hand and left-hand scissors.
Do they? I didn't know.
Look, you ever go to Walmart?
I never look for left-handed stuff because it's like, why bother? I'm so accustomed to using my right hand for things, so it's just like.
Well, that's true. Well, you just.
But this is new information.
Hand, huh? Yeah.
No, I do a lot with my left hand. Basically, if I need anything for refinement, like my art, like if I'm painting, drawing, if I'm doing anything that's delicate, I use my left hand. If I need something for like Powerhouse, I have to use my right arm, right hand.
I like what Whitey says. Left-handers do everything right.
It's true. It's true. You have to. That's just mean, Joshua. Just
in
mean.
The same store you get
From the short buses.
That's funny.
That's my brother.
Hello, brother. Brother to brother.
Fine. If it makes everybody happy, I'll drink from my left hand. This feels really awkward, though.
I can drink with both hands, I think.
Well, I mean, I can do it
time?
successfully. I can execute the action successfully, but it's not quite as comfortable for me. I'm just more familiar with doing it with my right hand. Anyway, so The Mandalorian, it's a man's movie, but The Gladiator is a romance, apparently.
No, it's a man's movie. It's got a lot of swords and, and campfires.
That's right.
You didn't see that campfire scene? Come on. Actually,
but
that first
really good music.
Yeah, they do have good music. I forgot the name of the guy who does the music. What's his name again?
Yeah,
that guy. That's
the
exactly
dude.
what I was thinking about.
That dude who composes musical notes.
John Williams?
Yes.
Did John Williams do Gladiator? Really?
I
don't know
believe
if
so.
he did. He did the Star Wars. I don't know about Gladiator.
Hans Zimmer.
No,
Thank you, Joshua.
I was going to say, yeah.
Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, he'll know.
I bet you he's looking it up while we're talking.
Well, he might, but Joshua has a well of information about the backstory of how all films are made. That's
sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Hmm.
Hey. Amber Hatfield kept laughing in a heart. And she says minus the heart. Ah, darn.
Oh, she retracts
You don't want to give us
She
her heart
retracts her
of
love.
laughter?
She retracts it.
So much for that romance.
Right.
Retracted it.
She's reconsidering.
That's right.
Joshua says he has the soundtrack. Yes.
Yeah,
My brother has the soundtrack too. Him and my brother would get along pretty well. And when it comes to soundtrack for movies, my brother's like on it. Bam. Not me. I'm like,
really?
I would do soundtrack.
I know this is way off topic, but I'm gonna tell you guys a story about my brother real quick. My brother David, we used to sleep kind of in the same room together, not really, but apart. And it was like, I don't know, there's like this wall, but it was like an open wall. It was weird. Anyways, he always listened to music while he slept, okay? And me, I never liked it. I'm like, man, I'm trying to sleep. I don't like listening to the music. And so I'm just kind of laying there. And one night, the theme to Star Wars pops on through his tracks as it goes around. And the theme of Star Wars pops on. He gets up out of his bed, sitting up, going, do, 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 do. And he's like, he's just like singing along with it. And I'm like, bro, you know, but he was sleeping when he did this. Then all of a sudden he just goes back down and he boom. And I was like,
I can't wait till the next show with David on here. I can't wait. I'm gonna so mention that.
You should.
David, sing for us.
That's right.
And it was like the funniest thing. I couldn't stop laughing. I don't think I got any sleep that night because that's how bad I was laughing. That's
a new one. That's a new one. I mean, I've heard you sleep talking, sleep walking, but sleep conducting, and
yes,
that's impressive.
Conducting. Yeah,
that's. Yeah. I do like soundtracks,
I've never heard that one.
especially Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Like we used to listen to that for hours, just hours.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good.
I know this is a manly show. The only soundtrack I actually listen to though is Dirty Dancing. All the others, no.
Man,
that's the only soundtrack I listen to. Sorry.
Is it
another great manly movie?
Yeah,
because there's romance.
I guess it's romance.
Are there campfires? I don't remember.
You're right. If there's campfires, it might be a manly movie.
There's a watermelon.
Your brother Josh says Hans Zimmer also did the music for Last Samurai, Pirates of the Caribbean, and The Dark Knight. That's cool.
Hans is the
Those
man.
are all some good movies. And it is impressive.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Joshua. So yeah, Seth, this is supposed to be about you, and we're just talking away over here on this side.
Fun.
On this side, I mean.
Yeah,
whichever way I'm going over here.
That's right.
Yeah, it's so weird because StreamYard has it proper so people can see us the right way. And it's not mirrored mode, it's not mirrored.
Right.
That's why it's
yeah, I keep pointing to the person over here. There's no one over there.
So weird. It's like, hey.
Stop touching me.
Now what we need to do is imitate a gladiator fight in mirror mode.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
In bear mode. Hey, boo boo. Let's go get some picnic baskets.
No, we're talking about Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear, everybody.
Oh my god.
Where's
the live action film for that?
Huh?
That's right.
I said, where's the live action film for Yogi Bear? They haven't made that yet,
Actually, they have. You haven't seen it, have you?
So
go watch it.
Probably
Guess who does the voice? Guess who does the voice? Dan Aykroyd. Ghostbusters.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was so successful. It just totally slipped my mind.
It was so memorable. I can't.
I'm waiting for a Snagglepuss.
I have kids, so that's why I know about it.
Maybe when they make Snagglepuss, and then what was the donkey with Little Babalooey?
I don't know.
Quick Straw McGraw. That's what it was from Hanna-Barbera.
So Whitey asks, Seth, Whitey asks, how is the AC working in the New Hope camper?
It's actually kicking. I'm inside there right now. I was afraid. I was like, where am I going to hang out tonight? I was like, I want to fire up the AC. So yeah, it's working well.
Nice.
Out here. We need it out here in Virginia too. So, but yeah. See, there's no sweat on my forehead, right? Yeah.
No, you're good.
No, it's working. It's working. I'm good. Yeah, good. No, it's working great.
Sweating out of the armpits.
No sweat there either, man. It's working.
It's sweet.
Chilling. Almost as cold as carbonite.
That's right. If you get too hot, just go to the bathroom. Apparently.
That's right. Go to the bathroom. Freeze yourself. So Amber said that she saw the movie Yogi Bear.
And she thought it was pretty funny.
Pretty funny. Sweet. It was. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, there's parts in it that were cheesy, but it's a kid's movie, But
it's a kid's movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's a kid's movie.
Not a man's man movie.
Yeah, it's not a man's man movie. That's right.
But there are campfires in there, right? No campfires?
I don't think I saw any campfires in that movie. They wanted to preserve the forest, must be.
Oh, that's right.
Bears and fires, yeah. Bears and fires don't mix.
Bears and fires don't mix.
To be fair, humans and fire don't mix well either.
Sure they do. I like running around them, jumping through them. So Amber says, for one, she's seen a movie you haven't.
Oh yeah, we watch. Our family loves cinema, and when we introduce Amber to all these films that she's never seen, so yeah, this is like a film I've never seen.
Oh man, so fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gladiator's fun movie. So what's your favorite? Yeah, let's get back into Gladiator. What's your favorite part? What's your favorite part in that movie? It's my question to both of you. What's your favorite part of Gladiator?
Well, I'll let Seth go.
I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna tell me on that one because it's been quite a while.
Oh, so you don't have it
since I've seen it. So
he doesn't have it in his memory.
I'll think about that one. No.
I haven't seen it in a little while, but I did do some recapping because you know me, I got to study. So it's like every stream is a test. I got to pass it. So I was just recapping some parts of the film, and I mean, I do remember that I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoy Russell Crowe films, and I do have to say that any kind of moment where there's an honorable battle being taken place, like at the end of the film, when he takes on, I guess he was Caesar at the time, was he?
No,
he wasn't. The brother, the creepy little dude that didn't deserve what he had. And
yeah, he's Caesar. Yeah. Which was played by what's his name?
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. The Joker. Yeah. Everybody loves him in that movie, Joker. He's actually, I liked him better in this movie than the Joker movie. My opinion.
I haven't seen it.
I know. I'm not a DC fan per se, so don't hate me, everybody. Don't hate me. I'm not a big DC fan, but don't hate me.
I was once a big DC fan, and then it was like, oh, I guess just the comics from like the 90s, because I'd have no help. I mean, there's some things I liked about it, but in the Gladiator film, I really enjoyed, and some of the scenes that were interesting that they chose to use, for example, like when he would have like those flashbacks, and he would rub his hands, was it along like either the lavender fields or the grain or whatever plant life foliage that was there. And it was just an interesting kind of counterbalance to the film, for the fact that it is, like you said, it is what you would deem a manly, a manly, very masculine movie. And then just to have these small snippets of kind of going into your mind for a little bit of consolation, a little bit of tranquility, even though, because he would always go back to his wife and his child, but it was always in the nature scenes first. And so again, it just kind of counterbalances the fact, like, Rome was very big on architecture, and to just kind of transfer it back into nature, that peaceful, just feeling the breeze, just enjoying the simple things, going home to family, getting away from the hustle and bustle. And, it just kind of calms it down, kind of brings it. It takes a little bit of the testosterone from up here down to here, right. Just to kind of a nice breakup. Because if the entire film was just constantly war and everything, it would be almost like the Longest Day with John and Wayne or something like that, or it just it just be a little bit too intense and a little bit sad in that aspect. And I thought those were interesting scenes to include in the film. So I like that from a creative standpoint, but I really like the end of the film when the fact that, again, these heroic battles that really just have to do with moral character and your ethics, value. Yeah,
that's cool. You know what I liked about it, going back to that part with the farming and stuff, he would always pick up a handful of dirt, and then he'd rub it in his hands, and what was it? One of the guys said, hey, Maximus the farmer, and he goes, well, Quintus, dirt washes off easier than blood, so it was like him saying, I don't really want to do this war thing the rest of my life, I want to be able to do the farming and relax and stuff like that, which is cool. So R2 the Icky says, hey, howdy, hey, what's up, buddy?
Twitter too.
How are you? And then your brother said the best scene in Gladiator was when Maximus forced Joaquin Phoenix character, I forget his name. What was his name? It was
the brother, a little ingrate.
It was Caesar. It was
the ungrateful wretch.
He killed his father.
I can come up with a name for him.
Right. The first time as a gladiator, and gave the speech that literally put the fear of God in Joaquin Phoenix's character. Yep. What was that one he was saying? When he said, what was it?
He was they might take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's exactly what he said.
That was when William Wallace was riding by.
That's right.
And then he left the scene.
And then George Lucas made a cameo and said, "And may the force be with you."
That's right. This is the way.
This is the way. Right when the crowd started cheering, you didn't really hear it. They kind of blurred that out in post production, but they were like, "The way, the way."
The way. That's funny. Yes, that's funny. No, but I think that's when he was saying, "I'm a father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I'll have my vengeance in this life or the next." I think that's what it was, and yeah, and Joaquin Phoenix's character was like, "Oh, stuff's gonna go down now if he doesn't get rid of him." Yep. Yep. And you know what sucks though in the end of that end battle is that he had the upper hand because he stabbed him in the back, you know, with that little thing, that little knife. He stabbed him in the back and he said, "Cover up his wound. All right, now let's go fight in the Coliseum," which kind of stinks because, you know, he was already wounded.
See, but that's what makes it all the more epic of a tale is the fact that, you know, he was wounded, but, you know, through courage and all that stuff and morality, he just, you know, he was like, you know, you can't beat me.
That's right. That's right. That's
like
right.
I might go down, but you're coming down with me.
You're coming with me.
Right.
I also like the scene when he was talking to like the crowd, but I forget which battle scene it was prior to all of that, and just the references of, you know, Roman like folklore or religious things, ancient things that we won't really know about unless you're like a history buff. But he talked about the Elysian Fields, and I don't know if you guys know what the Elysian Fields are.
Oh yeah.
But that was pretty cool. It's, you know, it's where the heroes and the warriors go, basically paradise for them.
Yeah.
They go to the Elysian Fields, and it's just, you know, it's little things like that I really appreciate in movies like this when they're trying to have some realism there, or at least as far as culturally appropriate some things in there, so that it's realistic.
The pagan gods,
yeah, you know, making a reference like that is a real thing. And so,
now, if you watch the extended version, the director there, I said his name earlier, forgot his name now. Anyways, he actually, Ridley Scott. He actually filmed the scene where there was Christians tied up, getting eaten by the lions, like how it happened for back then, you know, which is cool. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. All right. At least he's giving tribute to,
it's my
you know,
favorite part where
martyrs.
the Christians get ripped asunder.
Yes.
Crazy.
Being martyred.
For the cause.
Well, one day I might die like that, being martyred. Who knows?
You make it sound like a good thing. Oh, no.
I think it'd be great.
I mean, for the cause of Christ, anything, of course. But at the same time, it's not something I'm hoping for. Like,
you're not seeking after, right?
Well,
I'm
if
not
you read Revelations, those are the ones that come back to fight with Jesus. So, hey.
Dan's over here like the Hunger Games, like, who volunteers? And he's like, I volunteer as tribute. I want to be eaten by the lions. Dan is Katniss Everdeen.
Dan. I offer Dan as tribute.
Right. That's what David would say. I offer Dan as tribute too.
All right, so R2 says he hasn't watched Gladiator in at least a dog's age, or not, if not two. Well, go watch it again. Jeez, it's been a while. Valhalla. Whitey says Valhalla. Well, that's another movie, Dave. Come on.
Oh yeah, the maggot scene. I see that. I thought that was really cool too. Again, it's just accuracy.
Also, I've seen woke up with the maggots. Yeah. You know what's cool is that doctors nowadays are starting to use that method again, because maggots clean up wounds really well, better than they can clean it up. So sometimes they were pretty smart back then.
Oh, much smarter than we are now. Oh, much smarter, because they
well, especially when a female thinks they're male, or when a male thinks they're a female. I think they were smarter back then.
Yes. I don't even want to talk about it. Yes, but definitely.
Oh man, we're getting canceled now. Jeez, we only got 300 subscribers. Don't do it yet.
Don't do it yet. We're sorry.
Wait until we're like at least 500,000 subscribers, then you can cancel us, because then we got another platform that we'll be on.
You'll start over and get this long list.
Yeah, right. We'll start.
I'm sure YouTube will listen to our demands and requests.
That's right. YouTube, listen to me.
I'm sure they'll comply. They're known for that.
Yes. Yes, Whitey Valhalla is the Viking warrior heaven. Yes. Mm-hmm. Which they talk about that in the movie The 13th Warrior. So go rewatch that movie. That's a good movie. It's got Antonio Banderas.
Oh, Antonio Banderas.
And he's I think he's like a Muslim guy or something. And he meets up with Vikings, and it's cool. It's a good movie. You should watch it. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it.
I love it when guys get together and they're just like,
yeah. Especially around the campfire.
Right. And just like Neanderthals, apparently.
You loved how he said his name. Who? Oh, Antonio Banderas. Antonio Banderas. Well, he's Spanish, so you got to say it like that, right?
Right, a little Latin flair.
That's right. That's right.
Catching up with all the comments.
Yeah, you're right. R2 says in the 13th Warrior, they clean wounds with cow pee instead of maggots. Well, Vikings were not the smartest of people.
I don't think it was so much the smartest. It's more of like it was just whatever was handy got the job done. Like if you don't have a maggot, fine, get me a cow.
Yep. Right.
Like how does Bear Grylls say that? Like adapt, overcome. How what's his famous slogan for that?
I don't know. I've never watched his show. Sorry.
Oh, okay. But he's like improvise, adapt, overcome. Something I might have that out of order, but essentially there you go. No maggots, bring me a cow.
There you go. Well, at least cow pee.
Well, where else would you get the cow pee from? Bring
the whole cow. We gotta have milk in the morning.
Well, then they can slaughter it and eat. I think it's just a twofold thing. Like
that's right. That's right.
Take advantage of the
situation.
And a
roast over the campfire.
Right, exactly. Win-win to me. I mean,
that's right. That's right. Cook them up. Old people say a dog's lick will also clean. They will clean wounds. Yeah. I guess so. Do they though?
That's what I've heard growing up.
I've heard that too, but I don't know if it's real. I mean, maybe it's good for their
and I wouldn't, because they look other stuff too.
Yeah. They lick their butts to clean themselves.
Yeah.
Well, but
I don't know.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
gonna put a no on that one.
If cow urine can clean, then I wonder if there's any difference with, dog urine. And so it's like I'm not advocating that you do this. I'm just walking through the process. Like, again, if you don't have a maggot, bring me a dog. So I just kind of wonder if there are any health benefits.
Thank you for subscribing.
Clean themselves. I don't know. Just kind of wonder.
Yeah.
I don't recommend, but just if you're in a hard situation there.
If you're in a hard spot, why don't you Google it now? So then when you do get in that hard spot, you'll remember.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard the same thing for like jellyfish stings.
Yeah.
So
like a
the ammonia is supposed to help with jellyfish stings.
Okay, right. Just don't get stung.
Okay, so talking about urine.
Yeah.
It brought me to my second favorite movie of all time is Red Dawn, like the original, because they had to pee in the radiator.
Yeah.
There's a transition there, but so Red Dawn, that's another one of my movies. That's a kind of manly movie too.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
The original
right.
one.
The original Red Dawn. Gotcha.
Yeah. Of course,
it was made in the 80s, right?
Too. It was.
Yeah, most of the good movies were made like in the 80s.
Yeah. Let's say all
and the
good
music
movies were made. Yeah.
That's right.
What does it say? Sorry, Joshua.
It may have been a thing because the dogs licked Lazarus's sores, so I would assume that there are some healing properties. Because in the Bible, the dogs would lick. They came up and licked Lazarus's sores, so it's possible.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I've heard that dogs have penicillin on their tongues, so I don't know how that works, but.
Again, it's one of those things that didn't have modern
medicine,
so it might have been at that time that it may not have been the best option compared to now, obviously, but people were a lot hardier back then, it seems like, so I can't really judge.
For sure.
Right. Joshua also says Red Dawn had a lot of campfires.
It did. See,
see, all right. So
I am noticing the pattern here. I am. I'm just gonna say, for the record, Executive Decision didn't have any campfires. Now there were, I think, explosions, but there were no campfires.
Well, that's why it's
still
not
a great manly movie.
I don't know. The only best scene was when Seagal went bye.
Still a great Steven Seagal film.
I'm not trying to hate on the guy, but
hey, he had his moment. He had his time. That time has passed.
He just should have known when to quit. That's okay.
Yeah, exactly. He just didn't know when to quit. A couple of movies that should have been it.
That's right.
Hey, when you love what you do, it's hard to say, I gotta stop.
That's true. As long as you're getting a paycheck, it's probably hard to say time to stop.
Right. I mean,
so.
Well, I don't know. Let's go back to Gina Carano. She did a good job saying, "Hey, I don't stand for that. I'm gonna stop." So hey, good job, Gina Carano. Too bad we won't have Cara Dune anymore. Jeez, unless they recast her, but which would be kind of stupid because I couldn't see anybody else being that person.
I mean, there have been a lot of theories, like people like Lucy Lawless and stuff, but I'm thinking that she might perhaps be too old. But it wouldn't be the same. It's not the same. And there's just it seems like, oh, you're one of the lucky few. Wow.
That's right. I bought this for $100. No, I'm joking. This was the last one on the shelf before they became $100.
I'm telling you, I bought my Funko Pop doll of Cara Dune literally the week before all this stuff happened in February, and then I was just like, oh, I'm so glad that I bought this. But I don't know that would really happen with them coming back, because I think the fans would be too upset, and I think Disney's really just trying to distance themselves from Cara Dune's character anyway, so they're probably not gonna even recast it and bring her back.
Yeah. So Whitey says Tabitha reminds me of a young Lucille Ball.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
So cute. Yeah.
I wonder why. She makes some interesting facial expressions. My lips are nowhere near that big.
It might be your hair. Put your head down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. It might be your hair.
My hair.
Your hair's up today.
That must be what it is. It's my hair's up. Okay. I am getting new people like every time I'm on this show. Like I just apparently
good. I'm glad.
And different kinds
of
people.
So do we, which is cool,
It would yes, it would be not nice words if they would recast Cara Dune.
Yes. Sorry. I didn't read that part.
I did. I read it for you. That's exactly what it said. I'm the censored girl.
I know. That's great.
I'll censor it for you.
Because I would have probably just read the whole thing. Whoops! It came out of my mouth. Whoopsie.
No, but I know a lot of people would be very upset if they recast her. Me, this girl included.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone.
Could always, you know what? Here's what they could do. They could always make her a cartoon character, and then she wouldn't be recasted, just voice acted by somebody else.
Nobody would be happy about that.
Well, I mean, if they had to move the storyline along, you do what you got to do.
Well, Disney did what they did, so I think it's over and done with.
Right. That's true. That's true.
And I'm okay with that, just to the extent that I'd rather them just basically chop off this character and leave her as is, rather than take it to new extremes and create this weird character that's not anything like the TV show's character, and just make it a brand new Cara Dune that's, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
So your brother's upset about the whole renaming of Slave One.
I know. To Boba Fett's starship. Like, I'm pretty sure he did when he, you know, got his commercial
I'm not
got his license. I don't think he was like.
Listen. If
Boba
you think
Fett's
about it,
starship.
I'm not that big on this part of Star Wars. You know, like all the side characters stuff and whatever.
Oh.
So I always thought it was, well, you know, that's Boba Fett's ship. That's it. That's it. You know, I never thought I didn't think about Slave One. You know, I was always like, what's Slave One? That's Boba Fett's ship. You know, so that's probably why they did it, because of stupid people like me. Boba Fett's ship. I don't know.
No, of course they did it because the term slave is in it, and so they're. It looks like they're going to rename it to Boba Fett's starship. I'm like, really? You could have come up with something else. Like,
wow, that's creative.
Yeah,
that would be like Han Solo renaming the Millennium Falcon to Han Solo Star Cruiser. Like,
right. Maybe Han Lando.
They should just name it the Winnebago. That's right.
That's right.
Just use the Spaceball names.
That's right.
Well, that's like now I've seen some memes now, because you know they'll have the picture of like slave Leia and they'll cross it out and it'll be indentured servant Leia.
Indentured servant. That's so funny. I haven't seen any of that. I haven't been following Twitter too much right now.
I haven't seen it. It was like
indentured servant Leia.
Indentured servant.
Yes, Dave.
It could have been Indentured Servant 1. That's what they could have named Boba Fett's starship. It could have been Indentured Servant 1. There you go. Han and Chewie's floating bachelor pad.
That would be good. I love that. That one's a good one. They should rename it to that. I wouldn't have a problem with it. James Theory stopped by to say hello. Hey,
hello.
By the way, everybody, James Theory, he's got a channel out there. Obviously, James Theory, which is funny. Go check it out. But I like my favorite one of James's stuff is the radioactive line cook. It's like a cartoon that he makes. And
I'm gonna write this down.
Yeah, that's pretty funny stuff. Go watch it. It is hilarious.
I gotta meet all these new people.
Yeah, that's right. And we've actually had James on the show before, so you can
again. I gotta catch up
again.
I'm still new, guys.
Yes, radioactive line cook. He says, "Thanks, buddy. You're welcome, James. You need to come back on the show. I thought you said you wanted to be an arena brother."
But don't take it like he's threatening you because he's holding up his fist and waving it. You know, he really wants you to come with your own volition.
He promises he'll be back on the show. Good.
Oh, good.
Good. Unpaid intern Leia is what
that was good too.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah.
That's funny.
So you want to be an arena overlord with us, huh? All right.
Well, sorry, but this is Inside the Booth with Tabitha now. So
yeah, that's right. Tabitha
apparently.
runs the show. Apparently, she runs the show now. Everybody comes on for her. And they're always like, "Hey, Tabitha."
Hi, Tabitha.
There's no "Hey, Inside the Booth people." Plus Tabitha. Right. That would have been better, you know. Hey, everybody, and Inside the Booth.
I don't like to be lumped together. You know, I'm my own identity. So
that's right. Well, that's why I said the plus Tabitha.
Right. Plus, I'm a plus person there.
Oh, how fun. He says, yeah, you realize he already follows us Inside the Booth. Twitter.
It happens, you know. You get to following so many people.
Oh, James says he wants to go see Tabitha's stuff. Dreaming Tabitha. Type in
really
Dreaming
simple.
Tabitha, James. And
I am very consistent.
She is. She's got she's got like about 1,000 videos. No, I'm joking.
No.
But she
I think
does
I have
some
like
cool
52.
stuff. Yeah,
Um,
52. She does paintings and
Yeah, I do
talking.
artwork and stuff like
It's
that.
fun. Yeah, go subscribe there, James.
I don't know how easy it is to
Yeah.
find my channel. I don't know if it's difficult.
I think it's pretty easy. I mean, I've typed it in
Is
before.
it
and
easier
then
than
you
this
come up
one?
with these-
Right, and don't
can you find
forget
that
that. That's right.
Well, you know what's funny, Seth, is that you can
Oh.
type in A New Hope camper, and your stuff does come up more to the
Right.
top.
I just can't rename it. I can't rename it yet, so it's frustrating.
Yeah, James, go
Here's my
check
channel.
out Seth on
XYZ
New Hope
PDQ.
camper.
Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, thank you.
Oh, funny.
That is.
Just reading. Thank you so much.
Yes,
That was nice.
All right, I guess that's the end of it. Seth, tell us where to find you and what social medias you're on.
Sure. I'm on, of course, YouTube. My channel is UC1QT, or just search for new.
Just
Forward
type in
slash
New
slash.
Hope camper.
Just put
New
in-
Hope camper.
New Hope camper.
I'm
You'll
also-
find it. If you have
yeah,
a problem
also-
finding it, talk to me. I'll send you the link.
That's right. Also on Facebook and Instagram. I haven't done anything else yet. I have trouble keeping up those three. So
Yeah. Oh, it's tough, man.
but that's
It's
it.
tough.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Sweet.
So
Thanks for being on the show. It
I
was-
appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate
nice to
y'all
meet
having me
you.
on here. It's definitely fun. Yeah, good to meet you
definitely
too.
fun. All right, so everybody, just like
y'all
in the
come over
beginning.
sometime for a campfire.
Yeah, that's right. Time for a campfire, everybody. When we're done with this show, go do a campfire.
Go
We
buy
have
some
mugs. Go buy some merchandise. We got some mugs. InsideTheBoothTV.com/shop. You can also buy merchandise from Dreaming Tabitha on her Etsy
It's you.
store. Isn't that right?
That's right.
She's got some cool stuff.
Handmade.
That's right. Obviously, ours is only like, logos and whatnot. So if you guys like what we do here, get a logo on something. Go get us something that we sell.
Support the channel. That's right.
yeah.
And then if you get it and you follow us on Twitter, then you need to tag yourself in a photo and let us see you.
Yes, please do. That would be great.
That'd be great. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you back,
campfire.
Dan. I got you back.
Thank you. Hey, she fills in the gaps. She's
That's
a
why
gap
I'm in the
filler.
middle tonight.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, that was because
That's
Seth
why I kept
had
pushing
pushed the
buttons. I pushed the buttons.
He was
What
Grogu
are
tonight.
these here?
We got
That's right.
neck gaiters. Okay, James, one more time.
For the people in the back,
channel.
Dan.
That's right. One more time. Seth's channel is A New Hope camper.
New
So
Hope,
you-
as in Star Wars,
That's right.
camper,
Star Wars
as
New
in
Hope and camper as
camping.
in you go camping, camper.
Couldn't think of anything creative for camping. I'm a camper, and I'm like,
I know.
Fire.
mm.
We also
I need
got
to get one of
t-shirts.
those shirts. I need to get one of those shirts. I like those.
Yeah, this is our 5 categories, and that is the best. If you do movie reviews with us, those are the 5 categories we go by. So
Sometimes.
you can get, yeah. So you can get one of them T-shirts if you would like, because that would be fun.
No, not if you would
For
like.
us.
Go get you one of those T-shirts.
Get one.
Get one.
Do it.
Go buy
Do
it
it
now. By the way, if you go on the website and you do want to get a T-shirt, it will obviously take you to a different website to buy the T-shirt. Okay, we don't store them in house, so it's Teespring. I don't know if anybody's familiar with them. Teespring is where we have our
I am very familiar with Teespring.
stuff. Sweet.
Not so much. Not
Well,
anymore.
yeah, well, not anymore. I mean, that's because poor drunk 3PO got people who hated him, which is sad.
Well, that too, but then they came after me, so I was like, all right.
They came
that's
after
fine.
you for what? That's
For this
stupid.
very shirt. This very
Really?
shirt. And
Aw,
my
that's
own custom hand-drawn Cara Dune chibi character. They said I violated something, although everything was legitimately hand designed on computer or tangibly out here in the real world. And they told me
And plus
that I
that
am-
Cara Dune character that you got on your shirt, that could be anybody's hairstyle.
No, because I literally
not
copied
mine,
it
then.
off of Gina Carano.
Don't you say that.
But there's well, yeah, but it's not about her. It wasn't about Gina Carano. It was about Cara Dune. But even the rebel symbol that I have on my shirt, I altered it so it wasn't exactly like the symbol for Star Wars, because I understand how logos work. Like, I went to college for graphic design. I know how to cheat the system, and and they would not give me a legitimate reason as to why they were canceled. And not only that, you could only find one Cara Dune design after that. Like, shortly after that, they started taking down like every other design that was out there from creators. I think Disney's just trying to distance themselves from her character. Right. So just find me on Etsy, people, because I'll hook you up.
That's right. That's right.
And you'll feed the artist too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got to feed us too. Inside the booth first, everybody. Come on.
Right.
You give us money. We can share the wealth to our team members that are volunteering at the time.
Well, we were talking about the Mandalorian, so I just thought I'd throw that in there. But anyway.
No, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can do that.
Talk about conspiracy, Seth.
That's right. Nice segue.
Yes, Dave says it's copyright material. Tabitha, goodness.
Well, but that's true. But like, if you really want to go down that road, the Clemson University paw logo, like the one way that you know it's the legitimate university logo is that there's a small niche in the corner of the paw. And so you'll see a bunch of people replicate these things. And the way that they can legally do that is if they do not create that etch or that niche that's in there. And so that's how people get away with it. And so if the universities and the companies can do this, it should be the same way for the other people around. Again, there are ways to cheat the system. And even if it wasn't with my design on my shirt with the Rebel logo, literally Teespring has dozens of blatantly open logo-based Star Wars stuff. And my character, my hand-drawn cartoon character looks nothing like anything that Star Wars has made, except for like the color choices and things like that. So it wasn't necessarily about the logo.
You should do a watercolor painting of it without hardly any detail, just the color.
Just
no details, all like a big blur, but you know it's it, you know. and then
it's just one of those things.
Scan it into the computer and try it.
Oh yeah, that's true too. I mean, people are literally ripping off Drunk 3PO's exact merchandise and selling them on Etsy. It's the exact same lettering, it's the exact same color scheme, and selling his shirts, which all go to charity proceeds. They all go to like the police force, mothers, all this kind of stuff, and they're ripping it off. And it's like, that's not okay. But you can't do fan art.
And Whitey says, sellers also report other users. Yes, they do. And other people report other people. It's a sad world we live in today.
It is. To be fair,
just mind their own business. Just
to be fair, my stuff came out when all that conspiracy stuff was coming. So it was just one of those things. I happened to be part of the crowd that was intertwined in the hate mob. So, unintentionally.
Yeah. It's all right,
It's all right.
It's a good community over there. What's it, Geeks and Gamers? They're nice people too. They're more.
They stand up for little people.
They're more angry, I think. Not angry, but they seem more angry when they're on their videos because they're always talking about the bad things of life.
You're right. That's true. Yeah. While they're playing Mario Kart or something.
Yeah, right. While they're playing Mario Kart. They're nice people though. They're nice. We love them. So yeah. Anyways, did I get all the merch? Yeah, I think I did. And yeah. That's it, I think. Don't forget to follow us on obviously YouTube. Everybody's watching YouTube right now. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble. We're getting our Rumble going, our Rumble account. So go over, if you have a Rumble account, go over to Inside the Booth TV and go hit the like button, because we can actually make some money on the videos that we make here over on Rumble. So if you guys like us enough, we can actually make a little bit of money without having to have 1,000 subscribers yet.
Oh.
What's Rumble? Let me tell you what Rumble is. It's kind of like YouTube, but different and better. Well, maybe not better, but you know, this is what we do for now. Is YouTube is the main thing. But who knows? If YouTube gets weird, you'll always find us on Rumble.
Weirder.
Yeah, weirder. You're right. And go follow Seth. Subscribe to his stuff. And subscribe to our stuff. Oh, we have if you also want to support us, we also have a Patreon page.
Oh.
Be the first to be on our Patreon. You can donate $1 a month. Yes. If you don't want to get a shirt or anything else, donate $1 a month. That's not much. If you have a job that's less than a cheeseburger from McDonald's, I think you could spare it.
Way to guilt people into supporting the cause.
Yeah. By the way, don't eat at McDonald's anyways. McDonald's is disgusting. It's grody.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so there you go, everybody. Help support us here at Inside the Booth, and we can do better stuff. I also want to be able to buy and pay for StreamYard, because then it would look cooler.
Oh,
we have
okay.
cooler stuff on here.
Yes.
Without this little powered by StreamYard in the right-hand corner above.
Hey, they got to represent too, you know.
It's above Seth's head, all right? Can you see it?
Right. That's right.
You see it, Seth?
There's a duck in his camper. He just doesn't know it. We've hidden it carefully.
That's right.
Yes. So anyways, thank you guys for supporting us, even by subscribing to our channels. That helps us a lot too, because then we can get the word out. And you guys can share and all that stuff. Great show. Thank you, Ado. Ado says great show. He is
You guys
also
are lovely.
Another brother in Christ. So awesome. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys. What's this? Oh, this coming Sunday. Sorry. This coming Sunday, we are off. We're not having a live show because it's 4th of July.
Celebrating
Go celebrate
freedom.
your freedom. Go burn your masks.
It is mandatory that
Fire.
you meet in groups of 11 or more. No, none of this 10 and under stuff. 11 or more. Mandated.
That's right. Mandated by the people, for the people.
By the people, for the people. It's for your own.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Night, Dave. All right. Goodbye, everybody. We'll just say goodbye. See ya.
And may the force be with you.
May the Vulcan be with you.